Hello everyone, it is Spirit Horse again, along with Winning One, and Is That Someone?
No.
Today we're going to be talking about Star Trek Online, the game, going through the basics, talking about the franchise and earliest television memories. So, if any of you are acquainted with Star Trek Online, they are running a new event right now where you got to create a Klingon character, which the three of us are working on right now. And while I'm doing it, I can give you a little quick look on how easy it is to create a character. I'm going to go with Discovery Klingon. They just look cooler. They all take a while. But while we do create, we can go over Star Trek. Speaking of which, it goes back to one of my earliest childhood memories. That's the very first show I remember watching when I was a child. And I don't remember the name of the episode, what the title was. The only thing I remember was it was when Dr. McCoy was standing out there in the forest. Just got done talking. It looked like some princess or something. And next thing you know, some knight on horseback just starts barreling toward him. With a, what the hell is that jousting called?
A lance.
Yeah, lance. There we go. Yeah, and drove it right through him. I remember looking away too as a kid, thinking it was going to be gnarly. Little did I know, a couple of years later, when I rewatched the episode, a few years older, it was a cutaway. So you just heard him, like, oh, and that was the extent of it. But of course, I thought he was dead. So next thing I know, I think 2 or 3 scenes later, he was back to life. And that was Star Trek. I mean, that was it, man. Captain Kirk, he was always my favorite. That was a bad motherfucker. Mr. Spock, he personified cool. But the reason why I love Captain Kirk so much, guess why?
Oh, you found him attractive?
Wait a minute, I don't think we can go Discovery. It looks like they're almost blacked out. I mean, all the other ones are in white and red. So I guess
Discovery or Next Generation, but they had like sort of especially highly. I went with Next Generation, and it seems to be working fine for me.
All right, then I'm just gonna rock Discovery. I really hate the Klingons' haircuts.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's like you're balding, but you have really long hair. I mean, go figure.
One of them was straight up a ponytail.
I'll go
Just
tactical.
A ponytail.
Yeah, this is true. So what was I talking about before I sidetracked myself? Oh, Captain Kirk. Yes. Yes. Can you guess why Captain Kirk is my favorite? Oh, come on. He was a great actor. What are you talking about, man? He boldly go where no man has gone before. Gotta love Kirk. Kirk is the shit. But the reason why I loved him so much is he would always go, and he was never afraid to meet all these new alien life forms and have sex with them. You damn right. I mean, the funniest part is
that often there was
bullshit! If he didn't, the joke would never have been made in Star Trek V when they were. It was either 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure it was 6 when they were stuck on Rura Penthe, and right after he turns around and he kisses the chick. I mean, he turns around, looks at McCoy, and McCoy just looks at him. He's like, "What is it with you?" Now, if he didn't do that often, dude, come on now. That's it. That's Kirk. I mean, he must have had space herpes or some shit. I mean, the way he pounded on them women. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I know he had a son, David, that he found out in part 2, but died in part 3. Sorry, spoiler alert, but this shit was over 35 years ago. He's got to have other, half-breed alien kids out there on other planets. Normally, I would go into advanced, like I do, and give the guy a specific look, but since this is a new character, basically for no other purpose but to get rewards out of, I'm just going to rock what he has on right now. I can always change it later. Enter a name. Let's see. Rage Against the Machine once more. You damn right. Uh-oh.
What was it specifically? Oh, yeah. Especially Worf. Poor Worf. Oh. God.
Oh my God, it worked. It worked. The guy's name? The guy. Go ahead, my bad. Wait a minute. Excuse me 1 second, I apologize, but do we have to do the tutorial? Does it say we have to do the tutorial?
Yes, you do.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. And this is part of the basics. Usually after you guys create a character, this is what happens. It'll bounce you in. You do have the option of skipping, but if you've never done it before, I highly recommend you do the tutorial. You'll get a little bit of a higher level, and you'll gain more experience points as well. It's pretty simple. It'll walk you right through it, as I'll show you now. But since we're talking about Star Trek, I gotta admit, I've seen either all of or almost every single series. I still have not seen the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which isn't really a reboot or a recreation. It's a continuation, but it takes place before the original Star Trek series, if that makes any sense, because this is when Pike is captain instead of Kirk.
The end of the ship is near at last. I have updated the duty logs. Not that there was a lot.
What's your favorite series out of all of the Star Trek shows? Mine is, of course, I'm going to be honest, it's still the original. Kirk, Spock, I mean, that set the tone for everything.
The only battle we face is against the forces of boredom.
Picard.
Yeah, a lot of people like Picard because of that Gene Roddenberry interview he did where he said he was a better captain. I mean, he really went after William Shatner, because at that point their relationship had soured. Not only because when Next Generation was out, it was also with Leonard Nimoy by that point. So I honestly don't know if he was just saying that in spite of Kirk, or if he honestly truly believed it. But I guess, I mean, he's the more prototypical captain as far as how you would act. More with the militaristic style of it, and is also with the what's the word I'm looking for? It's like generally, if you're doing any kind of show and it's a military show, you gotta admit, Kirk, he probably would have been busted down more than to just captain. He probably would have got his ass kicked out of the military altogether. But the thing I think is funny about Picard is I've seen the first 2 seasons, and he's breaking a lot more rules than Kirk ever did.
I mean, like...
Captain on the bridge.
I do remember Picard having a few soirees, so to speak. Well, shit, nobody could have that many. I mean, Kirk was up Wilt Chamberlain level pussy. I mean, this guy was all over the place.
Like, if you watch it again, it's not like he was having sex every single episode.
No, it was every other
or anything
episode.
Like that. Like, it was a lot more of, oh, you know.
He kicked more ass than he tapped ass.
This is the guest star leading lady. Then, you know, oh, he's just sleeping around all the time.
Well, let's see.
People like misremember this series like a whole lot.
Then, all right, then why did he have a son, David? Number one. Number two, why did McCoy?
That's not the point. The point is, like, if you watch the original series...
Oh, dude, I've watched it many times.
Yeah, you watch it again, you'll notice he's not really sleeping around with these ladies. He's romancing them for sure, but he's not, like, taking them back to
Oh, come on. Remember, this is also a show back in the 60s, dude. This is also a show back in the 60s. So they really couldn't show the tapping going on, but you know it was happening. They would always do some kind of cutscene, and when they came back, they were doing something else.
Yeah, but that plausible deniability means that, technically speaking, you know, they can be like... no,
yeah, it's called
really
censors.
All
right, perfect example. When J.J. Abrams took over, did the Kelvin timeline. What was one of the first scenes they had Kirk doing when he was in Starfleet? Was screwing around with that Orion chick.
You know, that's still not the original series. That's a rewrite.
But Kirk did screw around with an Orion chick in the original series.
That's not my point.
What's your point?
The point is, like, it's not quite what you say. He's not like some big man whore.
Oh, no.
He's just like the leading man sort of person.
Coming from the guy that just watched Friday the 13th, the movies, a couple years ago, for the first time.
I pay attention to things I watch now, too.
Alright, for example, alright, next question. Favorite Star Trek movie? Alright, wait a minute, you said you agree with me on the show, yes?
Original series is best, yes.
Okay. Now, since that one came out, there of course was the next. They had 6 movies, which I got to see the director's cut because they say it's a lot less boring than the original one. I mean, even as a full-grown man, that movie bores the hell out of me. But they more than made up for it with Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan. Star Trek Next Generation comes. I wasn't real happy with it. You know, they didn't really, other than Dr. McCoy, I believe they showed in the pilot episode, and that was for like, I don't even think it was a 2-minute scene, if that. I thought it was really cool when they brought Spock back.
Yeah. Spock episode was pretty good.
Yeah. Now,
Kappa, you're alive. This is First Officer Durrani. We have sustained damage from...
And I've only seen, I admit it, I've only seen a couple of episodes of Deep Space Nine because that wasn't really, in my mind, I really didn't consider that Star Trek because, number one, it had nothing to do with Gene Roddenberry or any of the original series. I keep forgetting the name of the guy, the showrunner who did it, but I know he worked on some of the original Star Trek movies. So, you know, I was willing to give it a try. Voyager...
Voyager's alright, but I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish Voyager.
Neither could I.
I think I was in season 5 and I just like,
Oh, well, then you lasted longer than I did.
Tuvok was great. I wanted more Tuvok episodes. 7 and 9, screw her. But Tuvok was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I thought that they really, I wasn't real happy with the last 2, and then when they came out with Enterprise, I thought it was brilliant because it's preceded, you know, the original Star Trek, and, you know, this was no other captain trying to live up to another captain. This was the first captain.
I couldn't watch it.
Oh, I loved it, dude. I mean, the one thing that they did a lot of that I thought they could have done less of was over-sexualizing it. Now, Jolene Blalock, don't get me wrong, she was gorgeous. She's the one that played T'Pol. I mean, first season, she was just a perfect 10. Even my wife agreed with me. I mean, she's absolutely just gorgeous. And then she just lost more and more and more and more weight as the season went on. I mean, as the series went on, I should say. But I thought Scott Bakula as Captain Archer, I thought he did a great job.
Well, I'm sure he's fine. He's a pretty good actor.
I mean, in my mind, don't get me wrong, I'm always going to see him, you know, as Dr. Sam Beckett.
Yes.
You know, from Quantum. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or anything. It's just, you know, that's the show I love with him, you know, was Quantum Leap. I mean, it was awesome. And I'm praying to God that the rumors are true. Oh, I'm sorry, I beat you to it. But to step off track of Star Trek briefly, I mean, talking about you know, TV memories, you know, you got to bring up Quantum Leap when you talk about Scott Bakula. I just thought, I hated it. I mean, I watched every single episode. It was one of my favorite shows of all time, and the way they left it just pissed me off beyond all belief. I mean, I don't know if either of you are familiar with the final episode, but...
Yeah, I think I saw it at the time, but I don't remember it.
Well, spoiler alert, it happened 30 years ago. You know, on his final leap, he never returned.
Yeah,
and that's just text. That's how they ended the series.
Because it wasn't supposed to end then. They just got canceled out of the blue. So that's all they could do. And they're like, I guess
yeah,
I'll just tie up like this.
Yeah, they didn't have time to tie up anything, and that really pissed me off too. I thought that was complete bullshit. But I mean, that's when, like I said, with the new Quantum Leap out, they keep hinting. You know, when he gets around 19 or 20 leaps is when all is going to be revealed. You know, there's a real chance that I think, you know, Scott Bakula is going to wind up showing up, probably on the season finale or something is what I'm thinking. Because the reason why they couldn't get anything worked out with him for this new series is because they wanted to move in a new woke direction. You know, they had, which, you know, I mean, I don't care who they cast as long as the show represents, and I did not want a damn reboot, and it wasn't. It's literally a continuation from the original series. They talk about the original characters all the time. They have both Sam's daughter getting ready to appear, and they had Al's daughter that's a regular on the show. They even had her mother, which was Al's wife in Quantum Leap. She was in the original series. She even, so like I said, I was real happy when I found out it was a continuation. So I hope they actually work something out with him. And he also said, you know, not to mention, he's willing to reprise his role in Star Trek as well. But as far as the Star Trek movies, what did you guys think of Next Generation? All their movies.
I didn't watch them. As a rule, I won't watch them.
Why? Now I really want to hear this. I mean, I've seen them all.
Generations, like, they kill Kirk, and I've seen what the
that
story
really
is,
pissed me off. It took me. No, don't get me wrong. Three of their 4 movies had already come out before I watched them. That's how pissed off that I was that they killed Kirk off, and that's what started his feud with Paramount. Was they promised him a return movie like they did with Leonard Nimoy, you know, because they begged Leonard Nimoy to come back. You know, he just wanted the character to be done with.
Yeah.
But he also, in the contract, said that he could have some creative control. They didn't like any of the ideas he presented. So that began it right then, right there. And so, I mean, it was on. And it's lasted all these years, and just now, within the last 2-3 months, William Shatner said that he'd be willing to return to Star Trek. And if he's going to do that, they need to damn sure do it early, sometime soon, because the guy's what, 93 years old? He's the same age as Gene Hackman. I mean, Patrick Stewart is what, 82 or something, if I'm not mistaken. And he needs assistance walking, for God's sake. William Shatner, remember about 2 years ago he was doing that horse show in his carriage, and that carriage wheel busted, and the carriage tipped over, and he did that classic Kirk rollover. I was impressed as hell, man.
He's in really good condition for his age.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. He's got to know some secret aliens.
Congratulations.
I'm not kidding. I'm not making up any jokes. This guy's gonna be 93 years old, and he can still run. He can still do dives and shit. Like, come on, he's got to have some space juice. Oh, I don't know what the hell it is, but whatever it is, give me a couple cups of it. I mean, Clint Eastwood, he's the same age, but Jesus, I mean, did you see his last movie? What was it, Cry Macho Honey? Was that the name of it?
We do not know if the feds destroyed them, but I suggest we not worry about that just
Yeah,
yet.
did you see him? You see him moving around? Every time he moved around, I thought, it's like, Jesus Christ, somebody stand next to him. I don't want him to fall over. I know it sounds bad, but I'm not kidding. I thought dude was gonna fall over. Oh, pardon me, everybody, with the dogs barking. That means my son is probably here. Guys, floor is yours for a moment.
The scanners to see if this contains any iridium. No iridium on the scanners, but that nearby asteroid field may have what we need.
Yeah.
Use your mini or press the touchpad button to see where your next objective is. Hold the
He wasn't cultured back then, ladies and gentlemen. See, mine was just the opposite. That's how I wound up getting hooked on Star Trek, is by my grandmother and my mother. I had no choice. I grew up watching Star Trek episodes, and then when I got a little bit older, they grew on me. I mean, they were like friends of the family.
Hell, full stop. Captain, I stopped the ship this time, but from now on...
It was a big deal with my grandmother and stuff because, you know, she loved the fact that it had all of the different races. It didn't matter what creed you were. You know, it had Chinese, it had Russian, it had black represented. I mean, they were all there, you know, and alien beings as well. And my grandmother thought that was really cool that not only that our own people finally got along and could be together as one, but, you know, we were meeting other... She thought it was a cool concept. She said she thought it would never happen, but she thought that it was nice. Oh yeah, she would have took one look at her skirt, she would have fucking lost her mind probably.
What are your...
That's how I got hooked on it though.
We are disabled and under attack by the Morel we were searching for. Request assistance.
Sure, I don't think they cared. But I think I'm the only one who's really into Star Trek. I had my own TV and there were reruns on Channel 11 all the time.
Captain! The feds are jamming.
Yeah,
Orders,
so...
Captain?
I saw it. Original series. The Next Generation was still on the air when I started watching Star Trek. But I always liked the original series better. Not that Next Generation isn't good. It really is worth the watch.
No, it is. I agree. I'm loyal, you know. I love the original so much. I'm like, man, I don't like this. I was 15 years old when it came out. All right, I was 15. You know, I was already at that fuck you generation. You know, so it took me a little bit before I decided to watch that show.
This is Captain Pagno. Finally, communications up. Captain, the Starfleet vessel is hailing us.
This is the Federation ship USS Musashi Kelly, incoming Klingon vessel.
Right.
Captain Jerlek, well then, I assume you realize how outgunned you are? I'll cut you the same deal I had with Jerlek. Give us your
Oh, yeah.
Velma? I haven't watched it yet.
You're making us
Don't.
But it's supposed to be like for adults. Supposed to be like, you know, Harley Quinn or some shit from what I heard.
It is. Yeah, it's like the Family Guy of Scooby-Doo, and it's like intentionally trying to be.
Wait a minute, you're
bad as
dissing
possible.
Family Guy now?
It's bad Family Guy.
Alright, I'm gonna watch the first episode of Velma with the wife, and then I guess if it sucks, I guess I'll be the first to tell you, hey man, you're right. Alright, what's the worst Star Trek? All the series. What's your worst one?
I can't stand any of the new stuff.
Really? Why? Because they've made it more serialized instead of standalone stories?
Because they're not good at Star Trek. Like, I was watching something a while back, I can't remember what it was, but they were describing old Star Trek as, like, competency porn. Everybody knows exactly how to do the job. The only real mystery is what do they need to do in a given situation. And everything's really technical and, it's great. The new stuff is just like, right in the middle of sci-fi. Just go that way, do that thing, and not like the really technical on.
Well, have you seen the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds? 'Cause I haven't seen it yet, but man, even the old school Star Trek fans are saying it's the best one out of all the shows that have come out. So is that your... wait a minute. Trick question. Is that your opinion of Picard?
Yes. It's my opinion of Picard, Discovery, whatever that cartoon one was.
Oh, wait a minute. Which one? Are you talking about Prodigy, or are you talking about
I haven't seen
Lower
the making
Decks?
of Prodigy, but I assume it's the same at all.
Dude, Lower Decks is
boy.
funny as fuck. I mean, it's
It might
meant
have
to be.
some moments. It's just like that's not Star Trek.
Did you know that the star of that show is Jack Quaid, the son of Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid?
No.
If you've
And I
seen The
don't care.
Boys, he's also in that as well.
I haven't seen that.
Hey man, don't disrespect that show. That's a funny ass show.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it, but
That's right. I'll climb through this phone line. I'll beat your ass. Prodigy is aimed at children, from what I understand. I mean, I don't really consider that a Star Trek show. I guess if I have to choose, it's going to be Voyager.
yeah.
The only thing that I thought was, I love 7 and 9. Jesus Christ. To have her and T'Pol on a desert island. Shit, give me 7 days. That'll be 6 days and 50 minutes more than I need. 6 days, 23 hours and 50 minutes more than I need. I honestly believe that those two carried their shows. Even though Scott Bakula did real good as Captain Archer, I mean, that show was more like a tits and ass kind of a thing.
We will find Chagrin, Doran's partner, working at the exchange.
What about you, Tim? What's your least favorite? Prodigy? Or are you talking about the original? Wait a minute, are you talking about the 1973 one? The because that was good. It had. Don't be laughing at that one, man. That one had all the original ones in there. The only two it
That one
didn't
should
have
been
was.
longer. Like it was too short.
It only went one season because
I mean, like episode length.
it cost too much for production, is what they were claiming.
Yeah.
And they should have put that shit in prime time instead of Saturday morning.
That's when all the kids would be watching cartoons. And cartoons were for kids.
Hey man, Saturday morning cartoons from between the years 75 and 85 were the best.
Yeah.
The fucking best.
Oh.
That's what I'm sitting here trying to figure out. How hard was that to make? That's happy. That looks like it's difficult. I want to put plants on each one of the shelves.
What?
Say it again. I didn't.
What was the name of
understand
it? Never heard of it.
For kids.
I'm interested. What the hell is that?
You mean the studio for kids? I thought you were talking about like a show. Oh god, oh they were bad. Paul wouldn't know. It's past his time in anime.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have watched that shit. What about the old He-Man or G.I. Joe? Did you watch any of that? Transformers? I got on DVD, I've got the original G.I. Joe series. That was my jam, man. I love that shit. I liked He-Man too. I got that original series. My kids and grandkids watch it now, which is kind of weird when you think about it. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. That was really good.
Oh, yeah.
The first two Ninja Turtle movies, you know, when they used actual people instead of either animated bullshit or CGI. Yeah, it was pretty cool though. I remember Kevin Nash, the wrestler. He played Super Shredder.
Oh, that's who that was.
Yeah, it was Kevin Nash. And did you know about Kevin Nash, besides him being a wrestler and being Super Shredder, he was actually stabbed in the chest by Thomas Jane while filming Punisher. And they kept it in the movie. You didn't tell me that. I learned that when the movie came out because I had the Punisher comics it was based on. You must be thinking of somebody else. I think I told you that. You probably didn't even see the original movie when it came out. You probably waited for it to be like on DVD or some shit.
Was he born when the first two Ninja Turtle movies came out?
No, we're talking about Punisher.
Oh, the one with, what's his name?
Thomas Jane, yeah. The first Punisher movie. No, it's actually, when you think about it, it was the second Punisher movie, because the first one had Dolph Lundgren. Either you know that? Have you ever seen that movie? That was a real piece of shit.
Yeah. Heard that.
Look it up. Look it up.
Series was good.
What? I haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it. I think it's on Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken. I need to check it out. But I keep forgetting about remembering to get Ash and Evil Dead on my list so I can finish it. You said it was still on.
Still on Netflix. Last I checked.
Something I should know about.
Well, we do have a Klingon fleet, so did you guys go Starfleet or did you go KDF?
KDF.
Okay, cool. Knowing Tim, he probably went Starfleet. All right, my boy. We can put each other in there then. I never suggested, not one time, you were incompetent. Hey, man, it sounds like a personal problem. Are you giving me face? You know my character would just destroy you, yes?
Not right now. It's new character.
Don't try me, bro. I'll hurt you. Hey, welcome all new viewers. Welcome all new viewers. If there are any questions, Just ask winning one.
Head west from the
He has
courtyard
money to
and
give.
down the stairs to the table.
He has $100. $100 cash for the first 10 subscribers.
But don't say that. There's no one else that does that.
I think we already have that many. I'm kidding. Did you know that 80% of the people that run those damn contests don't even deliver anyway?
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. We don't want to get sued for next to that.
I'll tell you what. I will give you a key from Star Trek Online to unlock any box. That holds monetary value. It's the truth. Money, money. All right, are you guys done with your tutorial? Because I don't remember the Klingon tutorial that well. I mean, do I have to go through all this bullshit with tracking the guy down?
I think. I'm not sure where it ends.
All right. If I'm not mistaken, it ends on friggin' Rura Penthe.
Yeah, I think so. Or at least that's one of the early missions.
Strange.
Yeah.
Floor is yours for a moment, gentlemen.
Ah. Yes. Exactly. Excellent. Star Trek or in general? Yeah. Remember everybody saying, "Oh, the motion picture is boring," but I'm like, "Oh no, this is really good. This is Star Trek. All this science-y and adventuring stuff going on." Ah, goodness, where the hell am I supposed to go? Anyways, yeah, this is really good. You know, if you're into adventure stories.
That is a suspiciously new console for an old building.
Yeah.
It looks like the spies have set incendiary devices to cover their tracks. We should disable these in case they are set to ignite later.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm rushing around deactivating bombs.
Let's resume our search for the human criminal. That room in the back looks like
It's
a
not
good
a
place to
timer
start.
or anything like that. It's just I'm in the zone. Yeah, this bad guy right here, he's just standing there. Oh, he one-shotted me. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to him.
What are you guys on, the Master Spy?
Yes.
So are we. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you guys took about as long as I did. Okay, cool.
I think I took longer because I started before all of you.
Shithead just beamed away. Well, we'll meet up as soon as this tutorial's over, so we can sit down together and finish our chat about bullshit.
It doesn't even get hot enough to produce like steam anymore. It's just warm.
Yeah, I know. It's just...
See, I didn't even screw with the outfit. I was running so damn behind, I just went ahead and rolled with whatever the hell he had on. I still gotta equip all my, and don't forget, you guys gotta, you should have some shit you can reclaim to use for your character. Ships and like I got the Red Angel armor for this guy. I got the Vigor probes, lightning. Oh, you delivering the bad news? I've already done that.
I'm following someone around.
I'm on my way to the shipyard right now.
Oh.
I fucking hate blood tunnels.
Rank, as well as customize and how
Man.
ships flow.
Are you a female?
Yes. I think
Is this you? Yeah, me and Tommy are meeting up. We're gonna form a team. What do you think of my name?
It's apt.
Someone's gonna fucking report me. You know that, right? It's totally gonna happen.
It's a technical term, and it's like your look. So
they can't say nothing. It's like I like testing for stuff. You know, that's testes. You know.
yeah.
They're not. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was in the random name generator, clearly.
I'm not saying shit. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and go to events and reclaim rewards, and I can hook myself up with a better ship. Do I go with the Fekleri Bydra Interceptor? Do I go with the Terran Somerville Scout Ship? Tamir Alliance Raider? Fekleri Goktad Carrier? Bream Plesh Trial Heavy Raider? Krenum Science Vessel? Vorgon Yatara Dreadnought? Or Bajoran Interceptor?
Whatever.
Whatever. I guess
whatever.
Yeah, I'll go with the Fekleri Interceptor.
Oh.
And space equipment, transmorphic containment, revolutionary, 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 revolutionary. Dynamo. Vigor probes, OPEC energy. Lachi Walker pet, Red Angel suit, Sunpack shield, Sunpack lightning. Oh yeah, I gotta get that goddamn whatchamacallit. Go, don't forget to go down to store, Zen Store, and go down to promotions and get all that other crap. Yeah, or whatever is available. Healthcare worker bundle. You should have the healthcare worker bundle. It gets you a free bridge officer. It should be under promotions. Huh. That's fucked up. All right, squeeze me, Jesus Christ. Ceasefire, no mas. I'm sorry. Oh, go to events, and then you should, as soon as you click in that, you should go down to where it says claim, or reclaim, I should say.
Where did I get my ship? I wasn't paying attention. I'm ever slightly buzzed right now.
Caden, what are you doing? Can you stay out of my shit? I don't go through your shit, alright? Don't come over here going through mine, because I'm gonna pop you in your chops. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that's my son I'm about to smash.
I've been saying I want to play
Crazy.
That's fine, but I'm gonna be present for it. Damn right. We're not doing no freaky Polaroids with my camera, sir. Yeah, it's all. You've never used Polaroids?
Yeah, Polaroid.
Yes, I have a Polaroid camera. You make it seem like, you know... Dude, I am 50.
I'm sure I have a Polaroid camera around here somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
As well as at least 2 film cameras, regular film cameras.
Alright, get your laughs in, ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
I don't have any film for any of my cameras though.
I can't even use the damn Star Trek Original Bridge Crew pack that my son got me for my birthday a couple of years ago, because of course I'm a fucking Klingon.
Oh.
That sucks. Yeah, that is racist.
I'm in space.
Oh, he's already in space. I'm trying to get my crap handled here. Yeah, Tommy left. It's not my fault he left. It's, you know, he's the asshole. I'm right here in the shipyard.
He's the one who looks like a testicle.
Fuck you too.
Wow. It was your choice to do that.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. I was asking you. Punk.
You should have been there at the end of the tutorial thing. After you captured the guy. And saw the other guy beam off.
Alright, help me think of a cool name that's sexually related for the ship. You think I'd get away with vulva? Huh?
Vulva?
Yeah. No? I'm gonna try vulva. Give me my camp. Kim, please, just...
Ah, shoot. Anyways. I think so. Like, it'll take you to the thing to, customize your ship or get your ship or something like that, and that'll be, like, roughly the end of it. I guess. Alright. Oh, no, wait, it's gotta be like... Shipyard. Beam shipyard. This gotta be it. Ah. Oh man, I got like a hair in my mouth. I think. Yeah. I mean, it's good beer, but it's really strong and something about it. didn't agree with that pizza. In the right instance. Oh yeah. Mmm. Tasty. Data. Alright, so we should continue talking about Star Trek and movies and stuff.
Are you over here, Tim? I'm over here by the managed ships.
What's your character's name?
Testes.
Tim's here.
Who?
Could you spell it?
Come where you do the ships. I thought you said you weren't incompetent. Go to the ship. Go to the transporter, and go to the transporter.
He doesn't know what the transporter is.
Didn't you beam in on one? Alright. I'm coming to the Grand Hall. Jesus fucking Christ.
I guess I should go too. My other Klingon has a super easy to remember Klingon name. No. You'll never guess.
Oh, I see stupid Klingon ass right there inside Great Hall.
Who's in Great Hall?
There we go. Why not?
Oh, Cord Akkad. I just hit random name, right?
Jesus Christ, somebody's salty. Just a little bit, right?
I don't know what you guys are.
In the Great Hall.
You guys know.
Alright, stay here. I'm gonna log off with this dude and come back in with the Klingon KDF dude, and I'll put you both in the fleet real quick. Good idea.
You call me plastic? No, it's some sort of it's stylish. It's cashmere. Probably. I have no idea. Yeah, I just got rid of those shoulder pads. I'm a lady. I don't have shoulders.
Did you guys move?
No. You're in the wrong instance.
God damn it. Give me a minute.
Where are we on 2, I guess?
Yeah, no, stay there. Stay there. Don't move.
No, we're not moving.
Alright, soon as I get you guys in here, we'll probably wrap it up, and then I'll be back in about 15 minutes after that, or I could just drop everything and let it roll, and you could always keep it going. Oh yeah, good point.
And at some point you'll get kicked out.
You two would be talking. No, I wouldn't. I could rubber band it.
No. Cyclops.
I'm sorry, is this cool?
No.
Hey, you can have one of these. It's a Jackal Mastiff. So the Klingons love that shit. And of course, I will give you both proper promotions.
I'm barely going to play this character.
Keep streaming, dude. You decided to start the stream right before I get here. Did that shit.
When do we get the ship?
That's a good question. We need to look that up.
Yeah, where do we get the fireworks factory? We got
a fireworks factory. Oh, is that supposed to be included?
I have no idea.
I got fireworks for my ship, but I'm lifetime, so. What other offers?
All your perks.
You guys can get that same crap too. All you got to do is the promotions. Don't blame me.
And you gotta wait for them to come around.
They don't give you a whole hell of a lot for being a lifetime member. I'll tell you that right now. It's basically a jip. How so?
You've been playing longer, so you get more stuff in your promotions.
Exactly.
Than we do.
That's because I do the promotions. There's 2 different events going on right now. 2 different events. What's your... Oh, no, not the promotion. I mean, I'm talking about the promotions everybody gets. Nobody's treated any different because of their being lifetime. And that's the truth.
So,
if you get the promotions when they're available, like when they first come out, I mean, after that, I mean, you have to wind up paying for it, which is bullshit, but just is how it is. But I've got to go help my son unexpectedly, so I'm going to have to bow out. Did one of you want to restart a session once I go, or? About 15 minutes, 20 at tops. Because the place is right down the street. Yeah, okay. Alright, good. Go ahead and shoot something real quick, and I'll be back in no time. Alright, guys. Let me see here. Oh, we went exactly an hour.